Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy and I like to talk about things in real life. Lately that's been a lot of makeup and makeup panning projects that's caught my attention. So if you enjoy my content and want to see more, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you like the content, go ahead and say so. Let's get in today's video. Today we have an update for the Deck of Panning project. This was created by Emily and Max, and you can follow the project by going #deckofpanning. Yeah, this was inspired by Emily was inspired by a booktuber named Books with Maddie, and this runs from January 20th until December 20th. So it's an 11-month project, and there are monthly updates. You are to have 5 or 6 products at a time. Theoretically 5, like a deck of cards or a hand of cards. But there's the option, the potential to get more. And then some people do progressively roll extra ones in because that's the fun of it, is rolling stuff in. So let's get into what I've been working on, what I can roll out, and then picking new prompts. So the first product I have in the project still is for something in here for the long haul, and that was rolled in the intro, and that is my e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I am using it 100 times, and the prompt is to use it 100 times or hit pan. Well, I hit pan rather quickly. That is it right there, and I've worked up to the side pan. Can't get in that little nook and cranny, but I've been expanding that a little bit every month. I used it 11 times this month, which doesn't seem quite right, but you know, that's what I'm gonna say, that's what I tallied. So 11 times bringing me to 40 uses. So yeah, it has 60 more uses to go. I may next month change my goal to 50 uses if I get tired of using this, but this is the only primer I have at the current. But I would like to try other primers because I don't think that this is actually doing much for me, and I haven't used very many primers, and I would like to try some other ones. So we'll see. I will either continue using this, or if a new primer comes into my life, I will give a new primer a chance. We'll see. Next up is for the prompt Matte, which also came in during the intro. And that was a matte product, and I decided to bring in a shade from my Maybelline City Mini palette. If you haven't seen before, I am trying to work on getting this palette to a state that will be close to finish for maybe a pan that palette next year. I brought in the matte shade right there, that gray, and I had pan when I started, and then I worked on hitting side pan. I did today hit side pan there, and now I'm just going to work on finishing it up. That is my goal, to finish it. I do have it on today in my transition crease area. I wear it anytime I have a cool toned look, and yeah, I have used it 5 times this month, bringing me to a total of 20 uses in this project. Next, the next item still in the project, that is for the prompt Winter. I believe I rolled this in February, and this was for a product that reminds you of winter, and I brought in my Tuscan Forest Oak Moss candle, and my goal was to finish it. And I did. I burned the heck out of it. I burned it probably farther than I could. I could still light it and burn more, but there's not much wax left down there, and I'm afraid I'm gonna, crack the glass or something and set my house on fire. I ended up using it 12 times over the last month to finish it, so this is a rollout. Yay! I have a new candle going now. Alright. Next up, for we brought in Wildcard, and that is a product where you could pick anything you wanted to work on. So I decided to work on another shade in my City Mini palette. I don't know why I was covering anything up earlier, because there are shades in here in other projects, I think, but there's no progress. I mean, there's no spoilers. So I am working on the silver shade right here. I do have it on today. It's kind of hard to see. It got a little faded in, I think, but it is on the outer third half of my lid on top of a darker gray shade. And yeah, it's okay. I used it once this month, and that was today. So that brings a total of 3 uses in the project. I want to use it 20 times, so I really need to remember to focus on this. I forget to use it. Next is for the prompt bronzer, and I'm actually not wearing it today. I'm wearing a shade from my Pan That palette, but I brought in my Totally Plastic palette from BH Cosmetics, and I am working on the bronzer shade right here. I have used it 7 times this month, and my goal is to use it 20 times, bringing it to 15 uses total. So I have 5 more uses, and this will roll out next month because it's my main bronzer, unless I'm using the dark highlighter from my Pan That palette as a bronzer. This is the only bronzer I own, so I'm working on it. And then let me mark this. Next up is the last product I rolled in, which was from last month, a whole collection roulette, and I put all the categories in my collection into a wheel, spun the wheel, and then I picked a product from that category, and that would be blush I got, and I chose, this is the Balms It's a Date. This is just a little one I got from Ipsy, and there is that. It is a nice peach. I did put it on today over top of another blush because I was feeling I wasn't looking very blushed. So I've used it 3 times this month, and my goal is to use it 10 times, so I have 7 more uses to go. So that is all the progress updates. So next we had 1 rollout, but I'm currently working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products. So I'm going to be working on 6 because during my first, I believe it was my first draw, I got the add an extra card, and then since then I keep staying at 6 products. So with that said, let me shuffle up my cards and pull up the game board, and we will pick a new prompt to work on. Alright, got my cards. They weren't quite ready, but that's okay. The lighting changed a little bit because I have the spreadsheet open on my computer in front of me, so yeah. And they're all falling over. I do have a joker in here somewhere. Alright, so, whew, okay. Matches shirt color is one of the options this month. This is dark gray. Not a problem. I'm already wearing dark gray. Although I think all my dark gray eyeshadows are currently in projects, but that's okay. Alright, we shuffled it up. I'm going to, just for the fun of it, cut the deck. Put that on the bottom, and we're going to draw a card off the top. It is the 7 of Diamonds. Okay, what is the 7 of Diamonds? 7 of Diamonds is a veto. Ooh, what does that mean? I can veto something I'm currently working on? Kick a product out and draw something else. Kick a product out and draw something else. Pull 2 more cards. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. Okay, I have decided what I'm going to do. So I am going to use my veto, and I'm going to kick out my elf primer. Not that I'm going to stop using it, I'm just going to stop keeping track of it. Because it's in here for the long haul, and I think it's done its job. It's been in here for quite a while, and it's got a nice sizable dip in it. Instead of bringing in 2 products, though, I'm only going to draw 1 extra card so that I will be working on 5 products instead of 6. I think that sounds fair. If anybody objects, let me know in the comments. All right? But that's my decision, and so the next card I get is the King of Hearts. Oh, please don't draw another card. King of Hearts is oldest product. Okay. I have something I've been wanting to bring in for an oldest product prompt. So, give me 1 second and I will grab it out. Alright, I'm back. It was quick. It was easy. Like I said, I knew exactly what I wanted. Let me fix the light. Okay, so, oldest product. So that can be in any category and any item. And I am bringing in a nail polish because I have really old nail polish from like the 1990s that I want to get out of my collection. I think it's time. This one is really pretty. It is a super pretty. It is a dark blue base with a silver glitter. I don't know what brand it is. There's nothing on it. I did mark it at one point. It's maybe a little bit below that line actually. And it is called Starry Night. That is the only thing identifying it. There's nothing on the bottom. There's just a barcode. I've had this probably since 1998, I want to say. Maybe earlier than that, maybe mid-90s. Definitely from the 90s. This has been kicking around. It's still good. It still works. I mean, it still moves around in there. And I've used it at some point. So, this is what it is. And I'm just going to put a low goal of 5 uses for this. I'm going to add it into my nail polish rotation. And, yeah, hopefully this will go good. But yeah, I want to get 5 uses out of it. Like I said, it's about right there. I will mark it for sure. It's a little bit below that line. I think it's right down here. And yeah, it goes with my hair actually, I think, quite nicely. Let me know what you think. But yeah, this is another old nail polish. If you see one of my other projects, I'm working on one called Uranus. Bought them at the same time. Very into glitter. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe and click that notification bell and leave me all the comments you want about my hair, my content, my nail polish, my anything. I'll talk to you later. Bye.